distance separation is a good suggestion, and I like that idea. That's up to y'all in the county. And okay. All right. The next change of significance. Talked about flags. Well, the amortization is the other major change. What we presented and what you all approved to transmit to the county was an amortization schedule of 3 years. All non-conforming signs would have to come down and be replaced by a sign that met the ordinance within 3 years. In looking further at really all of the commercial areas within the county, there aren't that many signs that are non-conforming. Some of them are very slightly non-conforming, which presented a problem. For instance, the PE sign is only slightly non-conforming. I think 100 square feet is the largest, and it's 110 or so. These are just rough estimates. And so the only way to enforce an ordinance is consistently. So if the county went forward with requiring all non-conforming signs to be changed, that would be one certainly that would have to be changed. There's no point in saying that can get away with it and the other ones can't. And that one, it's a nice looking sign. It's a powerful business interest in the county and the region. And it would not be a good political fight to say you need to change your sign for 10 square feet. And because there were only a few more in addition to that, we didn't think it was the best political fight to fight. What we're recommending in driving around the county, we did see an issue where businesses are allowed one ground sign. And several businesses, a lot of businesses have multiple ground signs. And what we're proposing in this draft is that all businesses with more than the allowed number of ground signs, because if they're at a corner, they are allowed additional ground signs. So that's correct, that's Marshall, if they're at a corner. If they're at a corner.
Each road frontage, yes.
So we're recommending that within a year, additional ground signs have to be pulled up. And that catches a lot of signs. I'm not sure we have a number, but there's probably at least 20 which don't conform to that aspect of the ordinance. And although it's not going to solve everything, but it will be more of a noticeable change than the 5 signs that were too big. Marshall handed out some information to you all about the ground signs. Marshall, did you want to say something about that?
If you want to take a look at the handout that you have, what these are pictures of 6 different businesses, some on 19 and some on Highway 82, that have additional ground signs that at some point in time, if it were determined, would have to be removed. The first example you see is the Flash Foods on 19 South across from Dixie has a brick monument type of sign. The second example is a small wood structure on Lido Road. It's at the speed shop. The third is something that was recently replaced, is the Edwin Watts Golf on Highway 82, and it's on the second page. That small ground sign that you see on the right of the main, the principal ground sign, is something that would have to be removed. Also, with the chevron on Highway 82, on your fourth example, there's a small changeable copy sign that is under the main ground sign. It also counts, and it's the same example as the Eat Double Gate Easy Mart on your fifth example on US 82. That is a changeable copy sign that would likely have to be removed. And finally, Master Body Works at 1518 19 South. It has a smaller ground sign on its own property, yet it's close to the road, and that does count as an additional ground sign. So all of those signs that you see there would at this point, looks like they would have to be removed within a year. Unless, of course, the business could show some reason why they should.
So there's a procedure that's built in here that a business could apply to keep your second ground sign.
Yes, there is.
There'd be some objective standards as to whether or not to allow that business case by case to approve it. Is it the extension subsection? You've got like amortization of excess signs in section 70-648. And paragraph 6 has 6 criteria for the county commission to make a determination of given an extension. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, the property owner, or the sign owner, has to show that there's a reasonable return on the capital cost of the sign. In other words, if they haven't felt that they've gotten their money's worth out of the sign, they're given an opportunity to show evidence of that. And of course, they can be granted an extension.
So, right, so I mean, they go through this procedure?
Yes.
At that point, okay.
Yes.
Okay. But is that extension forever, or is that just like for another year?
I think the intent of the extension is for the applicant to present financial information to prove that it hasn't gotten its value, and the county to determine if that's true and for what length of time the value will be amortized.
So there's no specific time period for that
So
extension, but it
potentially-
could be different with each individual business owner.
If it was a gold-plated sign, but it's possible that it could be such a valuable sign that it could be a period of 12 years.
I see.
But the idea is to get the financial benefit from the expenditure on the sign.
Okay. Okay, so the only, all right, so, I didn't mean to be harping up, because I asked one more question and I'll shut up. All right, the only thing then that are the out of compliance signs that this ordinance will amortize, will make sure that they come into compliance, are not the signs that are too high or the signs that are too big. It's just the signs that have too many ground signs.
To make ground signs.
Okay, so if currently a sign is more than 20 feet or 30 feet or more than 100 feet, this ordinance will grandfather that in.
That's correct.
Okay.
New ones will not be permitted, but existing ones will.
Okay.
One thing I have, I hate to do this, then leave, but I have a birthing class today at 7 o'clock, so, but on page 11, it is, E. It's all limited signs are 10 feet height, with the exception of billboards shall be internally illuminated or illuminated by external lighting fixtures located above the sign area, firing downward and not visible to passing motors. The only reason I'm bringing that up, of course, it would have to be that my sign actually is lit from the bottom up. And it's not affecting anything as far as, visibility to drivers or anything. I think the next section F, the next paragraph, shows the lighting not to affect any traffic or anything, and address that at that point. So I'm not quite sure as far as the downward or upward lighting, which way, and I think I did call Marshall about this and ask him if there was something else we could put in there. I think that we did.
Well, there's an issue with the billboard companies as well. Because it started off, it didn't say with the exception of billboard. So I feel like there's already a precedent, not just for you, there's already a precedent that any industry spoke up and said, we don't like that, and it was changed for them. So it's not, I don't think it would be an issue of changing for a planning commission. That's up to y'all. The reasoning behind it, as I will explain, is that sky rather than lighting the sign. It's a waste of, generally a waste of electricity and also takes away from the rural character. But, you know, either way, it's fine with me. I don't know. It's safe. But, I fully support, since it was changed for one group that argued against it, I don't see that it would harm anything. Or, especially since it does say below, glare blinds, adverse effect to traffic or properties.
All right, so, I mean, let's assume there's a lot of, or there's other business owners that has a sign like Tom, and they showed up and said the same thing Tom said. Okay, if we just subtract, I'm not saying that we should, but I'm just asking, if we just subtracted the words that said located above the sign area of fire and government. Those 7 words.
The only thing
What did, I mean,
Troy,
did you write down what it was? that we-
A light in such a way on top of a sign, with rods, poles, whatever, with them angled back at a degree to the sign.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just that if you got business owners that already have, I mean, I'm not taking one side or the other, but if they already had it where it illuminated up.
I got you.
What we'd be asking to do,
that would be grandfathered in.
Oh, it'd be grandfathered in.
Is all the signs that are non-conforming now, or would become non-conforming, could stay that way.
okay,
Now, the reason the billboard company, this,
so just
More
new signs
to-
would have to be